Black supremacy, all praises due to the Most High King Noble. Shout out to viewers and subscribers. Thank you for love and support. In this video, I wanted to talk about the divine feminine. Our job being the divine feminine. I want to talk about that, and also want to talk about what happens, what occurs when we haven't allowed ourselves to fully heal. But before I go completely into my topic, I wanted to talk about the history. I wanted to talk about patterns, because I've been seeing this shit on my social media. That's what's been kind of pushing me for to talk about this shit. So I hope y'all are ready. Make sure you share the video. I would suggest you share it even without you knowing if you completely resonate with it, because just because you don't necessarily agree with it, somebody else, it might help. So I would suggest you share it regardless. I mean, y'all watch me, y'all see what I push on my channel. Somebody will get the message. So just because you don't get it, I still suggest people share the content. Thanks in advance. Okay. So we are exploring the psychology of the woman. We are exploring the divine feminine. We are exploring our role in healing and elevating our man, and what that would be, what that would look like, what our mindsets should look like. And I'm sharing this from my personal experiences, because as y'all know, I've been dating for a very long time. I've been dating ever since I was in my teens. Consciousness does not have an age like we've been programmed to think. But that's a whole different, that's a different video. Whole different video. So I don't want to talk too much and get too much off my topic. We're talking about the divine feminine and what our role is and what is necessary when it comes to healing our man. Okay. So, the divine feminine, it is our role to be able to heal our men. We intuitively know the men who are the chosen. We intuitively know. Okay? We intuitively know. Period, point blank. No questions asked. We intuitively know. The white man, the matrix, the systems of white supremacy has tricked us into thinking that we don't intuitively know what our role is when it comes to healing our man. Okay? That's what I want to say in this video. I wanted to say that before I go in too deep. I just want to say that. So there is a chosen feminine, and there is a chosen masculine. Not everybody is going to get out of the matrix. Not everybody is going to get out of the systems of white supremacy. Some individuals are too tied in, too invested. They have not done the work in order to fully strip away from the matrix and the systems of white supremacy. So as you are watching this video, I just want to make sure you thoroughly understand and understand what I am saying. Because when I talk about the divine feminine, when I talk about the divine masculine, I'm not just talking about all black people, because some of our black people has embodied the white man, the white child, the white woman. In this video, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the chosen divine black man, the chosen divine black feminine. That's what I'm talking about in this video. Okay. So the divine feminine, it's our role to, first of all, Restore our mind to innocence. Restore our minds to a point where our man is able to lead us, because the matrix and white supremacy gave us the comfort in the false illusion that we running shit in the matrix, and we not. We deserve more than that. Our men need us. Our men need us. Okay. So we have to get off the goddamn couch, and we got to put this work in, okay? But the Matrix did a ritual to make us think a certain way, and this entrapped a lot of our women into this I don't need a man mentality. But there's several things that has caused our divine feminine to be a little bit more stagnant. So with that being said, so you know the history of that. I just want to make sure I get out everything I need to say in this video. But you get that. You get that part of it. That's the history part. That's the history piece that I want to bring up in that regard. Okay. So yeah, I definitely wanted to get out the history part of our divine feminine. Some of our divine feminine are still getting out of this mental captivity that I'm talking about. You know, just being under the illusion, the false sense of power that we really don't have. The white man giving us a little bit, just throwing us bread, and it's like, oh, here you go. Nah. Several loaves of bread. We are entitled to several loaves of bread to feed ourselves and our nations and nations and nations. Do you know how infinite our black womb is? Do you know how the importance of our black womb? If you do, make sure you share this video. Share this video right now, because I got a lot to say and it's important, okay? But okay, our divine feminine. Back to what I was saying, our divine feminine. Okay, so I gave you the history about us being the Matrix, what our role was in the Matrix, how we were tricked in the Matrix to the false sense of power. I talked about that. But then once we realize that the Matrix is fake, the Matrix is no real power, we then have to restore our minds back into innocence, okay? To be able to allow our man to be able to impact us more than the systems of white supremacy. So we have to completely tear away from the systems of white supremacy and this matrix and allow ourselves to be divinely guided by our man. So the way that the matrix was able to influence our minds, we have to be able to restore that power and give that power to our black man. Okay? Because in order for it to tear down the systems of white supremacy, we got to take away the power from systems of white supremacy and allow our man to have that access to be able to fully have black domination, black kingship, black rulership. All right? Are y'all still with me with this? Are y'all still with me? This is our nature. This is our divine feminine. This is an organic energy. This is ancient energy. This is what is necessary. This is what needs to be done. Black man has to get back in power. But we have a divine role, a divine position in order to establish that. Okay? So in order for us to get our black man back to his proper position, back on the throne, we restore our mind back to innocence. We submit to our divine black masculine, we intuitively know who and what black masculine to devote to dedicate to submit to. We know this, okay? We know this. And you will know exactly who you are supposed to submit to once you have restored your mind back to innocence. That's when the divinity of the masculine can start to give messages to you, to attract that divine energy to you. When the matrix, when you have taken the energy that you've given to matrix back and give it back to the black man and the divine masculine, y'all energetically are going to gravitate towards one another. So we talked about the history. We talked about what would be necessary to restore black domination and to restore our black man being back on the throne. We talked about that. But what I also wanted to talk about in this video, because there's some sisters out there that I resonate closely with, okay? I want to talk about what divine feminine looks like. Because, see, what I've noticed is that sometimes we confuse the sleepers with people who make mistakes. There's a difference between a sleeper and a person who, might make a mistake. In these human vessels, there's, sometimes we make mistakes. Simple as that. It's there's a difference between somebody who might make a mistake and somebody who might be a sleeper. Difference. Huge difference. Okay? But the third piece of this video I want to talk about is the divine feminine who will accept their role to heal when they haven't fully detached themselves from the matrix and the white man and taken full power away from the white man. Okay? Our ancestors punish us for doing this shit, okay? Like I said, some of us don't even know that we doing this shit. That's the crazy part. If you don't know, you don't know, But this is to spread awareness. So regardless if I'm stopping something from happening or regardless is, oh shit, I just did that, so I resonate. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you share the shit out of this video. Even if you cannot relate to what I'm saying. Because, yeah, this is some deep shit and we got to get the word out, okay? Alright, so divine feminine. So, and I've done this because I was in my teens and I'm in my 30s now. So it's not like, I've been here. But what I want to say in this video is what it looks like when we accept that we are healers, but we haven't fully detached from the matrix and we haven't fully taken away the power of the white man and given it to our black man. What happens when, what happens when that doesn't occur? And I already been seeing this. I don't know, some of it has to do with the distraction of the pandemic, because I've been seeing, people split up, people be in relationships and being single now. So there's a lot of distractions. You got, it's a lot. There's a lot of challenges, okay? I've been seeing this. I've been seeing a lot of challenges. But, so when we don't do the work completely, and when I say do the work, I mean detaching from the matrix and taking away the white man's power and putting it back into the power of the black man by allowing our innocence to go to the black man, whether that be prayer, rituals, whatever you are most knowledgeable about, and just taking it out of the systems of white supremacy. I talk about it in my video, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go to my very first video and watch all of them. Alright, and I've done this already. When it comes to King Noble, I've watched all of his content. I've watched all of his content, so y'all can watch all of my content. You know, because King Noble talks about that too. The process of stripping away from the matrix and the systems of white supremacy. You want to take away as much as you can energetically from the systems of the matrix as humanly possible. Certain thought forms, how we would, the reason why we can't be unified, like finding other ways to be a service to your people and still love, even if you feel, you know, hate or any of that, still finding a way to serve black, because you can still do that. It's very challenging, but you can still do that shit. So there's that. But I feel like I'm going around circles. So if you feel like I'm doing that, I do apologize. But when you do not do all the work and one or two things will occur, or both things will occur, okay, that I've been noticing will occur. Either you will either you will think your intuition has led you to a man, and you haven't done the work. You end up breaking up with him. You've allowed yourself to be right back at square one. So all the things that you've learned at your higher level of consciousness, you rewind back. And the things that you were taught were great. The things that the systems of the matrix taught you that were great, you go back to doing. So it's almost like you were so entrapped by love. You were so hurt by love that you have to go run away back to being attached to the systems of the matrix and white supremacy. So, and then that man could have been a sleeper, or that man could have been a part of the divine masculine collective, but you weren't able to effectively pull him through because you didn't do the work. It is our divine responsibility to heal our man and to know who is the divine masculine and who is the sleeper. That is our power. There is no excuse not to tap into that power. I don't give a fuck. Those are the facts, okay? Those are the facts. All right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, like I said, make sure you watch all my videos and whatnot. The divine masculine is alive and well on this planet. The sleepers, clear as day in your face. You must just detach from the matrix to be able to sincerely see. You don't see with these two eyes. You see with this eye right here. Okay? So, with that being said, that's what I wanted to express to you in this video. Okay? I know it's a very hard pill to chew. I had posted on social media. A lot of people was going to be very angry and upset with me. But I wanted to go over again how we suffer for this mistake. So one of the ways you may suffer, but is not limited to, is you end up choosing the wrong one. The one you may end up choosing the sleeper. Okay? You may end up choosing the sleeper. That's one. The second thing that could occur is you choose the divine masculine, and You have not done, you didn't do the work to strip away completely from the matrix, and you aren't able to pull that man through. So that man appears as though he's wrong for you, but he's actually right for you. So all of these steps is very necessary in order to fully open your third eye and be able to pull our man through this this hardship, this spell that the white man, the matrix, white supremacy has put on the whole world, you know. But that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Black peace, black love, light, and King Noble Black supremacy. We do have a website that I would love you to join, www.kingnobleblacksupremacy.com. Please also financially support the kingdom at Cash App, $WillBlack5. Peace.